Welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is September 29th, 2019, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Current price of BTC 79.84 on Binance. In today's content, we're going to discuss the possibility of BTC going to the low 5K and then a possible retracement down to 4,500. But how soon we're going to get that? It all depends on the market structure, so we don't have any time frame regarding like at what price point BTC is gonna retrace down to those levels. But we're gonna focus on our main target, which is like roughly 6K. First of all, we're gonna retest like of course 7,200. After 7,200, we get some other targets like to the we got some lower targets. So before we getting started, let's make sure we get a good sound check before we get into some detailed analysis, and some of you guys not going to be able to watch. All right, so hey, what's up, cheer? So let's take a look at BTC. Right now we currently are on the lower time frame, roughly not the lower time frame, but on the daily, we're currently making a sort of a bear flag in this area, but it could be very confusing. Some people are going to call it a pennant, some people are going to call it a bear flag, some people are going to call it a ABC correction, but it is nothing but a bear flag regarding which time frame you're going to be looking at. This is a daily. Okay, so the daily, what are we looking for? We got our WXY correction. We got in this area, that's our W. And then we got another move to the upside. We got X, and then we're looking for Y correction 1, 2, and 3. This Y correction we're looking for. It is better to look for a 1-to-1 extension of your W, just like this. A 1-to-1 extension of your W is going to be 5,900. Okay, so you could be expecting a BTC to retrace down to 5,900 at least at 5,900. But at the same time, you got a clean ABC correction in this area. You got A, B, and C correction. So you could be also looking for your definitely your A wave, right? Your C wave at least to be longer than your A wave. So you could be looking for a 1.618 extension or 1-to-1 extension. So we already made the 1-to-1 extension of our A wave. Okay, this is the A wave. We already made a 1-to-1 extension, and we could expect this A wave, this C wave, to be 1.618 extension of the A wave. Okay, so when you do that, you can take a look at it in this area. Let's take our fib retracement. Okay, fib extension 1.618 extension going to be roughly around like a 5,300. So it is very possible for this 1.618 extension of our A wave to be roughly about like a 5,300, right? So at the same time, you could be looking for 6,500, and then at the same time 6,000 going to be our first stop. Okay, first stop. Once we get to like a 6,000 to 6,500 in this range, we're going to look for some lower numbers. But it all depends, because it doesn't have to be 1.618. If like we get to, if like the bears manage to like drop the price down to like a 6,000 to 6,500 range, and we don't get any sort of big volume or any sort of reversal pattern, we're definitely going to be looking for like a 1.618 extension, which is going to be roughly around like a 5,300, right? 1.618 extension of our A wave. Okay, this wave right here. So but let's take a look at 1.618 extension of the W. Okay, that's your W, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to look for 1.618 extension of that move to the downside. Start. All right, 1.618 extension from 14K down to 9K up to 12K. 1.618 extension of that move, roughly depending on how you're going to draw your fib extension tool, is going to be roughly around like a 4,500. 4,500, it is exactly at 1.618 extension. So excuse me, so 4500 going to be roughly around like a 1.618 extension of our W. So you got two different counts, and both counts are calling for a lower number. The first one going to be calling for 4500. The second one going to be calling for 5400 in that range. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on these numbers. We don't have anything bullish about BTC. I don't see any bullish count right now. And then what I mean bullish, I don't see like a BTC breaking like a 11k, stuff like that, but we still got a count to push even back up like to like a 86 to a 9k in this range before moving to the downside. So how are we gonna get that move? How possible it is to make a three-wave move to the downside? You gotta remember, right? Every single wave has to be three-way. We got three, and then we got three in this area. So you got your W, X, and you're looking for Y correction in this area. So we got this 1, 2, 3, but this wave is not 3 yet. Okay, we don't see a three-wave move. Okay, at some point we're gonna have to pull back and then get this final drop. So we have to what I'm looking for BTC at some point around like a 63 to 6,000. We're gonna make a nice pullback before dropping to the downside. This way we're gonna get an ABC correction to the downside. This ABC correction, 1, 2, and 3. That's what you need to look for, because we already got this, this ABC correction, A, B, C. In this area we got this A, B, C. In this area you got A, B, C, A, B, C. So all of these moves are pretty much three waves. Okay, all of them, every single wave in this area, it is three wave. So if you can find it, you can go back even like to the lower time frame to find all these three-wave move. But this one we don't have a three-wave move yet. Okay, we need a three-wave move to the downside. So that's what we're looking for, at least for the short term. So let's move on to the lower time frame. When you take a look at the lower time frame, we got a you got your divergence in this area. You got your 4 hour roughly like pushing to the upside, your R side, you got this triangle. So we're definitely about to get a big move to the upside within the next few hours. If like BTC pushes to the upside in this area, it is still valid. All you're getting is you're getting your flat correction in this area before further drop. Okay, I'm gonna show you what type of move I'm talking about, right? Because we got this move like on Bitcoin Cash. Let's just go to Bitcoin Cash, USD. Bitcoin Cash on the daily. That's the same move I showed you guys like a couple of weeks ago when Bitcoin Cash was making this move, and I told you that Bitcoin Cash is going to make this move up to like even 340, but we got stopped right around like a 330, and then now we're making this move. If you could take a look at BTC on the 4 hour, it is the same exact correct move. Okay, it all depends like how you look at it, but it is exactly the same move. You got this 1, 2, and then you can get this move on a lower degree, or you can get this move on a higher degree. So it all depends. So whichever comes first, whichever comes first, it is still valid. Okay, you don't have to wait for the high degree for BTC to retest like 8600. So if it retests like roughly around like 82 to 8350, it is pretty much good enough. Okay, it is pretty much good enough. Anything else, it is just a higher short opportunity to place all the way up to like 8600 in this range. Okay, if like we get a fake out to the upside, so it's still gonna make this move to the downside. All right, so we've been calling for this move like since basically since June. We said like basically gonna be dropping down to if like 9k breaks, we're gonna be dropping down to low 6k and 5k and so on, right? So that's the only thing I'm seeing right now on BTC. Let me see if you guys have any question. Otherwise, we're just gonna focus on Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and the Ripple XRP. What do I need? Hey, what's up, Giovanni? Hey, what's up, Spencer? So what, let's see, what do I need to be in order to be bullish? What do I need? Let's see. So in order to be bullish, first of all, you have to complete your correction. When you go on the daily, the volume is big enough right now, but we anticipated this volume. If you go back, watch my previous live stream, I told you like we're gonna break this trend line. Okay, we're gonna break this trend line, and this trend line gonna be a big volume. Okay, we got this big volume. Now we're gonna need this correction. This correction is not gonna be high volume. It's gonna be low volume in this area till the bottom, and then we're gonna get this big volume from this area with a big move to the upside. That's what you need to look for. Okay, look for volume to be steadily consistent in this area till like we get to this area. Okay, maybe like a couple of weeks from now we're going to get another big volume, because we're going to need another segment. Okay, volume comes in segment. Okay, just like this area, you know, we got a big volume in this area. We got a big volume in this area. We got a steady segment. All of a sudden we get another big volume in this area, a steady segment, and then we got another big volume. So we could be getting another steady segment before getting another huge volume in this area. Okay, another big one. Okay, we're gonna get another big one, because volume cannot keep increasing forever like this. Okay, it's not gonna go forever. So you're gonna get, you know, a push to the upside like this on volume. You're gonna get a push to the upside, and then you're gonna get a push to the downside, a push to the upside, a push to the downside, push to the upside, push to the downside, just like this. Okay, just like this. But volume is never gonna be steady, increasing steadily forever. All right, never. Okay, so but we don't have anything bullish right now. Volume is, even if you take a look at the daily, you just have to be a moon boy to be bullish on BTC. Okay, if you I'm a moon boy, but sometimes I can be a moon boy, but I'm not an extreme moon boy. I want BTC to go as high as possible, but if the chart is not calling for these high numbers, you cannot call for this high number. So if you want to get some accurate target, make sure to join our private group, so you can get this daily analysis sometime twice a day. At least you're gonna get 3 to 5 live stream a week. To give you like a targets and updates, and where can you expect these exact to move, where can you take profit and all of that, right? But this move, we've been calling it like since BTC was like roughly around 12K. We dropped down to 11. We said like, as soon as we hit this target, we could be facing some lower numbers. Okay, so right now we got 72. Actually target is 7200. All right, so but we haven't hit target exactly yet. All right, let's move on to XRP. XRP, you can see like we talked about during the live stream, it is making a we call this XRP move the first week of September. We call XRP going to be pushing to 32 cents, and then if you're holding some XRP, get rid of your XRP at 32 cents, because it's going to cut half after that, right? You see like XRP, we got this move to the downside. Now we're going to make this bear flag in this area before another 1-to-1 or 0.618 extension. It all depends, right? But target for XRP to the downside, take my Fibonacci, could look for roughly, we already retested a 1.72 in this area. What can you expect, at least for the short term? We can expect like XRP to drop further after we double bottom at 1.27. We're gonna come back and retest like a roughly 21 cents, probably bounce back just to complete this correction in this area. It is just gonna be noise, right? It is just gonna be noise before further drop. So either way you look at it, it can be like a just a triangle, it can be a flat correction, whatever, but it's just gonna be noise. Okay, it's just gonna be noise, just like this, guys, just like this. All right, just like that before further drop. So XRP target to the downside, medium term target is like 14 cents. So it all depends, like are you going to be able to be patient and wait for XRP to hit 14 cents or not. So let's move on to EOS. EOS, we talked about it. Next target to look for EOS is 1.27. It is going to be roughly 1.8 to 1.5. Okay, that's next target for EOS. Same thing for EOS. We're making this bear flag in this area, so you can go on the lower time frame and count it. But EOS at the same time, we called for this move. Okay, 4.2, 4.5 to 4.7, but we got stopped roughly around like a 4.2. Good enough for some good enough for the drop to the downside. So the flat correction has been completed with a 5-way structure. So you can see you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your correction completed, drop to the downside, bear flag, 1-to-1 extension of this move. Gonna take you roughly about like a $1, but we're not gonna wait for all of that. We're just gonna, first target is a 1.27 extension. Okay, 1.27. This entire move, 1.27, gonna be exactly at 1.7 to a 1.8. all right, so exactly at a 1.8 to a 1.5. so Crypto Savvy is extremely bullish. I'm extremely bullish for BTC, like in terms of like long term. We got some bullish pattern, but I will go back to it and tell you like how bullish we can be, at least for the short term, right? So, but let's move on to Ethereum and see. Ethereum, we basically talked about Ethereum also. A nice, we got this 3-way move to the downside, got another wave to the up, 3-wave to the. We got this 3 to the upside, 3 to the downside, and then we got this impulse wave to the upside to finish up the correction and finish up this move. Now we're looking for this move to the downside. Ethereum it is actually making a bear flag in this area. Same thing as Ripple and EOS. Looking for this move to the downside. Target to look for Ethereum roughly around like a 125 to 140 in that range. But as now we get to this area, I'm going to update the price. If you want some accurate target, you can join the private group, and then we're gonna give you guys a detailed analysis about Ethereum. But support line for Ethereum, it is nothing but roughly 140. Okay, first target 140. You could look for these even like Ethereum going to like a $80 and stuff like that. But it is too early to talk about it. But this is nothing but a bear flag basically. Okay, a bear flag, drop the downside. Let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin, it is quite amazing like how Litecoin could be pushing to the upside. It is not definite we're going to be doing it like within the next few weeks, but Litecoin is making a nice corrective structure. If you want to get these move like these like big targets like from these coins, guys, make sure to join the private group. Okay, make sure to join the private group, and then you're going to get this detailed analysis. So you take a look at Litecoin, right? We got a a nice move to the downside just like this, right? Okay, so that's a big move to the downside. Now we got this correction to the upside, so we could be coming back down. I'm looking for Litecoin to retest the $20 range, right, before pushing all the way back up. But this push to the upside is going to be a fake out. Okay, I don't think this is going to be the initial bull run. We still can drop down, break the previous low before going up to the upside. So the bear market could last forever, could be lasting forever for Litecoin. So if you're not patient enough, Litecoin could like drive you crazy in the near future if you're not patient enough, right? But Litecoin, we've been calling for this we've been calling for this $50 Litecoin when Litecoin made this move to the upside, this correction, and Litecoin was $100, guys. So Litecoin came back down to like a 0.618, give us a 3-way move pullback, 107. I said like this move, it is nothing but to put Litecoin in trouble. Okay, to put Litecoin in trouble, and you can see Litecoin is in trouble right now. Similar move, nasty move, bear flag, push to the downside, 1-to-1 extension. Okay, so keep an eye on Litecoin. It's not like a a 1 week target, stuff like that. But in the near future, we're gonna see Litecoin back to a all-time low, and I'm gonna be extremely bullish. Not all-time low, but like a previous low, and then I'm gonna be looking for this move. I could even break it like to $200 before even I start looking for some bearish momentum again. Okay, so but we talked about these moves like guys, like you know, 3 to 6 months ahead. Like most people are not paying attention to it, but this is going to be a flat correction. So you can take a screenshot and then come back to it, whatever. But it is a big pattern. You can recognize it. Okay, it is a big pattern to look for. So we talked about Litecoin, EOS, Ethereum, XRP. Let's move back to let's go back to BTC, and I'm gonna show you how can we go back to even 9K. Okay, 9K. But when you take a look at BTC, even though I'm extremely bullish, we still got a count to you know, to go back up to 9K, but we have to do it with volume. Okay, like I said, this move has to be 3 wave. Okay, we could get the 3 wave from this area. Okay, sort of like a bull bear, a bigger bear flag in this area before dropping down to this area. Okay, a bear flag up to like a 382 to 50% pullback. We could get a bear flag up to like a, let's see, of this drop. 382 gonna take us back to roughly 8,900. Okay, 50% gonna be 9,300, but BTC cannot do it with this volume. Okay, if like we're gonna go back up to 8,900 to 9,300, it's gonna take forever because we don't have enough volume to intimidate the bears, right? So it could be like a small candles up to just like this. Okay, just like this type of let's see if we can get one. I'm gonna give you another example, not an example, but the type of candle we could be getting. Just like this, we could be getting this type of like a low volatility you know, move just like this before a nasty drop. This one was a corrective move like to the upside, so the drop wasn't nasty enough. But if like we basically gonna give us like this nice bull flag, bear flag, just like most people are gonna do, like you know, gonna take a big shot at 382. Most people are gonna take big shots. Okay, because most people miss the boat. Like you know, they thought like basically gonna go to like a 100K because of BAKKT. I told you about BAKKT gonna be dumping BTC. All right, so even like 2 months ago, guys, I told you don't wait for BAKKT because BTC is extremely bearish and BAKKT gonna dump the price. All right, 2 months ago, guys, we told you about BAKKT. So but BTC is extremely bearish, nothing bullish about BTC. You can also like take a look at the line chart. Most people don't focus on the line chart, but the line chart is very aggressive. So you get these details like after we talked about it in the private group. You can see like the line graph, right, from 3100 to like roughly 1300, right? We exactly at 50% pullback. Okay, most people looking for like a 7200, but the line graph, the 7200 is not at 0.618. okay, 0.618 is exactly at a 6900. Okay, but you're gonna get these targets like because you know this area we got a big target just about this area, entry, exit, take profit, and all of that, right? So if you join the private group, you can get these targets. But the line graph 0.618 is not it's not 7200. Okay, it's not 7200. It's not 7200. And at the same time, you can see like 382 how BTC respected the line graph at 382. Broke it down, came straight down to the 50%, you know, could give us a possible fake out before going down to this area. And 786, it is nothing but 5200. Okay, 5200. All right, so so 5200. So basically BTC is extremely bearish, just like I told you about some of you guys are already familiar with the line graph. I know some of you guys did forex and stuff like that before, right? So you guys pretty much you know, pretty familiar with the line graph. So you can see all these moves are pretty clean. Okay, we have not seen a 3-wave move pullback. Okay, 3-wave move pullback, that's just one move. Okay, this one could be a 3-wave pullback, a drop to downside. So going back up to 85 8,500 up to 9K is still in the it's still very possible. Okay, still very possible. So let me see if you guys have any question. If not, I'm just gonna call it a day, so we can be you guys can go back and watch the live stream and learn how to do this Elliott wave count. If you don't know how to do it, make sure to join the private group, and then I'm gonna go over it so you guys can catch these moves, because it is incredible how we anticipated like this 3-wave move down. Okay, we anticipated this 3-wave move down like since like BTC was 16, I mean not 16 but like a 11K before we hit like a 13K and was looking for 16K. We said like we have to be careful, because as soon as we hit this area of 9K, the type of pattern we're gonna get is gonna indicate like which direction we're gonna go, right? And then as soon as we made this WXY, we said like, oops, we're going down to 6K. All right, so if you guys want to talk about any other alt, not BTC, you guys can ask any markets, and then we're gonna take a look at it. All right, let's take a look at QDM. QDM USD, when QDM was like almost in this range, like at $3, I was saying like QDM gonna drop 50%, guys. Look at QDM. It's not even looking good at all. Like on the line graph, you take your regular chart, you can see like it doesn't have any shape or pattern. I said it like since QDM was $3, like was like August, like I think like June, July, August, in that area. I was saying like we're gonna drop 50%, and QDM is like $1.60 right now. We double bottoming. Yes, we're gonna get some rebound from QDM very shortly, but this rebound is not much to basically like be bullish. Okay, I said like we could get a 3-way move to the downside and a strong sell-off. Okay, this just gonna complete this correction in this area, but QDM is not looking good at all. Let's take a look at VChain. VET is actually holding strong, because I told you like VET gonna drop to 36 sats, like 34 sats, and we did that exactly, guys. If you take a look at VChain, right now it doesn't have any shape or pattern at all. It's just dropping. The only pattern you can recognize from VChain is like this flat correction in this area, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got an ABC correction, okay, and then we dropping further to the downside. Okay, this could be a round bottom for versus BTC. We could make this round bottom all the way up just like this, but I wouldn't bet for it, right, before pushing to the upside. But I wouldn't bet for VChain making such a move. What we getting right now from VChain versus BTC, we got 3-wave move pullback. Okay, we got this 1, 2, 3 possible bull flag, and then we could push high just like the rest of the crypto before making another drop to the downside. So but look for VChain like to be explosive within the next few, I wouldn't call it explosive, because it's gonna be like roughly 20%, right? Roughly 20% move versus BTC to retest like a 50 to 40 sats before a possible retracement. Okay, before a possible retracement. Let's take a look at a Dogecoin. DGB. Okay, Dogecoin is making a sort of black. Let's take a look at the 3 days, because that's hot. Okay, we double bottoming basically Doge. Okay, it double bottoming, came all the way back to retest like a all-time low. Seems like it is all-time low since like 2014 versus BTC. So it is definitely going to be making some moves. It is definitely going to be making some moves. So let's see if Doge is going to be able to pull back. Going to make this pullback. Okay, 382 going to be exactly at a 346. Okay, current price of Doge is like a almost $100, but with the current state of the market, I don't think Doge gonna make a 200% gain versus BTC. It could, okay, it could pop out of nowhere, but right now we don't have the we don't have the volume to do that. Okay, we don't have volume at all to do that. So what I'm saying, at least for Doge, we could be, you know, it doesn't have any shape at all, like to even like do any analysis on it. To be honest, it doesn't have any pattern, or you know, it is just double bottoming. Okay, you got your triangle. You got, excuse me, you got a triangle in this area, right? And we most likely, we already broke it and jumped back in. Okay, but we most likely, you could be anticipating a 1-to-1. If you bearish, you could be anticipating a, you know, 1-to-1 extension to the downside. It's going to be very low, but if not, you could anticipate like at least 50% drop from this area. All right, 50% pullback, not pullback, but sell off. Okay, it is going to be extremely low, but I don't see really any bullish pattern from Doge. Okay, I don't see any bullish pattern. Okay, could make this move, but I don't see it happening. Okay, at least for the short term. So, but keep an eye on Doge. It is very critical right now. Could make that 200% move, but I wouldn't wait for it. If you get like 100%, you know, 50% bounce, stuff like that, I would take profit. Okay, but we could go back up like in this range, and then before, you know, another sell off, just like Chainlink. Okay, just like Chainlink. So let's move on to Chainlink, and then we go. Link BTC. Chainlink, we said like Link gonna be pulling back. That's what they're doing exactly. That's a 3-day chart. Let's take a look. This 3-day chart is only like bullish on Chainlink to give you this correction. Okay, this correction, you got this nasty move to the downside. You're getting this 3-wave move. Okay, that's the 3-day chart. So it seems like Chainlink gonna be dropping very soon. As soon as we complete this move to like a 25,000 sats in this area, you could be looking for some further drop from Chainlink. Okay, that's a 3-day chart. Let's take a look at the daily chart. You can see it like on the daily chart. It is looking clean versus BTC. Okay, so it's the same move Bitcoin Cash did. You can see, go back to Bitcoin Cash. Let's see Bitcoin Cash. Let's see Bitcoin Cash. BCH. Okay, it's the same move BCH did in this area. You can see it like we got 3-wave pullback. If you go to Chainlink, same exact correction. Okay, same exact correction. So you could be anticipating some further sell-off up to as soon as this area is the R side is completely overbought. Okay, we could be looking for some nasty sell-off from Chainlink. It is nothing but a 3-wave pullback, just like BTC. I can give you multiple examples, just like BTC. If you go back to BTC, same exact move. That's what Chainlink is doing right now. You got this move to the downside, pull back, come back down, and pull back, get this move. That's your W, that's your X, and then you get your Y in this area. Okay, so that's what Chainlink is attempting to do, at least for the short term. So that's what we're looking for Chainlink, at least for the short term, right? Dogecoin. All right. So next coin we could be next coin we're gonna take a look at. It is nothing but ADA. Cardano is looking very bad. Also, like versus BTC is going back all the way down like to all-time low. I think Cardano started like roughly That's a Cardano. It started like October 2017, so I don't have any history of a Cardano from like, let's see, only December. It is only showing like December 2nd. So, but it is basically going back to all-time low versus BTC. You can see like, you know, we bounced just about this area of 2018. We made a nice pullback, three-way move. Made a nice three-way move pullback. Now we're looking for another three-way move pullback, sideways correction. So we could anticipate at least Cardano to give us some pullback at some point, but you know, that's versus BTC. It means like BTC could be dropping very, very low, so Cardano can like take a cheap shot and then pull back versus BTC. All right, but it doesn't matter how much Cardano gonna pull back versus BTC. The dollar value of Cardano still gonna be low, okay? Because BTC is you know, pulling back unless Cardano goes 500% versus BTC, stuff like that, right? So, but other than that, we could be looking for a 382 pullback. 382 pullback is going to be roughly Cardano doubling in SAT value, just about like a 950, okay, 950 range. So that's about it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys find the content useful. If you like it, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, make sure to join the Telegram group. The link is under the description. If you haven't joined the private group, make sure to send me a message, and then I send you the link to join the Discord. All right, so, and I'll tell you like how to join and the fees and everything. All right, so be safe out there. BTC is pretty volatile, looking very nasty. BAKKT is not gonna back. It's not gonna back. It's not gonna back BTC. So be mindful. It could be very, very nasty. It could be a long bear market, unlike 2018. Most people weren't ready for the bear market, but this time most people are pretty much very ready. So it really doesn't matter how low BTC is gonna drop. You guys still gonna be mentally ready for BTC to make like either, you know, new lows, even down to 3K, or just, you know, a nice pullback after we hit like a roughly 6K to 5K range. All right, guys, thank you for watching.